Hello and welcome to Z Reviews and In-Ear Fetish. Well, I guess I'm... You know where we are. Anyway, Ito. This guy right here. Well, actually, it's not this guy. It's this guy. Well, actually, it's not that guy. It's... Hold on. Wait. It's this guy. KiraKira. Japanese YouTuber who reviews IEMs and headphones and everything's in Japanese and I can't hear it. Although I don't think they've done the thing where they start converting the languages over. He collabed with Dunu, so I'm big jealous. And he made the Ito, which, hold on, let me minimize this so we get back to the wallpaper, because it's much respect for Heavenly Delusion. I wish these had a little more pop to their color, but man, are they depthy. Cross-reference? No, don't get it? Or go watch Heavenly Delusion. Anyway. When I do a collab, I have a very specific thing I want, and I should at least like the collab when I'm done with it. And so other people's collabs are probably the same way. It's a person who has their own preference, and they pull it off, and whatever it is, it is. And I don't always jive with every collab from other people, because, usually I can go with a company, and all right, company has a sound, they do a thing. I wish these were my collab. Or I respect KiraKira's decision to tune like this, because when you think Japanese, at least the stereotype for Japanese audiophiles is treble until you die, and then you die. And these are not that. These are a smooth, wide, warm sound that if I put on like smooth jazz, like the hated genre of anyone who goes to audio shows, this is better than all the speakers at the shows. This is what it should always sound like. It should sound like I'm like 2 glasses of bourbon in, and then there's like the room is filled with like probably hemp smoke. And then there's just some woman on the stage and she's just crying into a microphone. Actually, it's probably acoustic set, honestly. I like these. These have everything I desire in an IEM that isn't there to just squeeze every last little drop of detail into you. If I put them back in, we're done looking at them. They're a little thick. They're a little thick, boy. The wire is fucking fantabulous because it's a goddamn Dunu cable. Like, look. Oh, and it's got the interchangeable ends, which are just like the extra sex. Like, look, like the machining to get that to just go, and like it plugs in, and that's fine. But then this knurled bit goes up. And when you screw it on and it hits the bottom and you go, oh, fuck. Where would we go with the golden sound one? Or no, let's keep going with this one because I have a tube free now in line. This is the IEM T20. Announcement before I continue gushing over the Ito, because I know what date this video is coming out. I'm running out of IEMs to review. I only have like 4 or 5, and I got to make it through SoCal. So you're probably going to see me switch from every 3 days release to every 6 days release until I have a stock of 5 or 6 that are still lined up, and then I might go back to 3. We'll see what the channel views and subscriber counts do when I double the distance between releases. However, if you'd like to see these releases early because you can't get enough, check out my Patreon and Subscribe Star. Because all IEM reviews that are made and not released are available for free on free posts on both Patreon and Subscribe Star. So now back to the Hanamonogatari Fuko no Shushu. This one, hold on. You hear that? That's going to get me a copyright warning because of Monogatari for some reason. But like sad piano is the saddest piano. And if we go to John Wick 3 soundtrack, it's like this big epic sound. It's just, the space is huge. I had a cup of coffee this morning. Also, this is a re-review. DJI, if you're listening, if you can listen, I use a Pocket 2 on my head because it has a gimbal and it's so much better than the fucking GoPro trying to do things. It happened once before, and I thought it was a fluke, but it happened again with the original review of the Ito. It just recorded video with no sound. No sound. And then I recorded like 7 things afterwards, and those were perfect. So what the fuck? What the fuck? Because it's not even like I'm using the external microphone. This is the internal microphones. Why did you decide to so it's happened twice now. I think, on this camera. So I may have to switch to my backup camera and use this as the backup camera if that could persist, because, man, do I hate re-recording things. I can get clearer. I have to be reminded, like, it's been like 2 weeks since I reviewed the Itos. And I put them in and I start switching. And I got to pick a different desk mat. I had an Ahagao desk mat, but now we've got a very, very, very Japanese mouse pad. And same wallpaper and a waste of wallpaper. But I do get to come and revisit the Itos, and it's like, there's that huge, like, synth, and it's just swirling across my head. And it doesn't need, like, tubes, and it doesn't need Valencia. It could run on anything. Here, let's put it on anything. 69. You know, we could do 69, but put it on low gain. K15, by the way. These are good IEMs. These are real good IEMs. These are right in my wheelhouse of what I think an enjoyable... Like, they're currently like $209. Hold on. They're $209.99. 37 ohm, Kaji tuned, whatever. They come with the nice Dunu bag, I guess, case. They've got a ton of tips, including the Dunu SS tips, which I'm currently using with them. Here's your 3.5 millimeter adapter in case you wanted to go into your Sony phone, because I have the luxury of still having a 3.5 millimeter on my phone. $200 for these. I wouldn't pick them over the T Pro, but I'd put them next to it, because these are all the fun. Like, if you took the Cottis T, wow, I'm really off of it. If you took the T Pros and you stripped away the bit that was like, oh, this is the detail retrieval, and you left just the fun bits, just the bass, just the sound stage, that's what this feels like. It feels like a stripped out T Pro. And what are we using? We're using 2 dynamics and 2 BAs. So you got an ultra high frequency BA, a mid frequency BA, and then an ultra low DD, and then a little low mid frequency DD. So it's a 2 DD, 2 BA, and they're tuned just... It's fucking perfect. It's a perfect fun IEM. Which every collab should be fun unless you're DMS. And then you're like, no, every collab should be serious. He doesn't actually do collabs. He bought a $20,000 vinyl printer to make his headphone because that's what he needed to do. And I would... salute for that. I would love to hear a DMS tuned IEM. I don't think he's done that. I wonder if I would sleep. What is this? Laszlo? Ragtime 2.0? Oh, it's about to get fucking heavy. Hold on. Despite it being like 11 o'clock in the morning and me having only 1 cup of coffee, I want to dance. Oh! That low end is thick. You see, I just did yesterday. I did a bunch of IEMs yesterday. I did the Crimson, the Scarlet Minis. Not the Crimson, the Scarlet Minis. And those are the dumbest bass I've ever heard in an IEM. But that's what they were. They were bass. When an IEM is good to great, and then, by the way, it happens to have amazing low-end reproduction, prefer that. I prefer that. I don't want to get into a van with 97 subwoofers and be like, you're now driving the subwoofer. I'd rather get into a really nice car that just so happens to have like dual 12s in the trunk that you don't even know they're there until they're there. This song will tell you that they're there. Actually, see, I would put this in the sound test, but I would worry like headphones would just distort when you put this amount of bass in there. You know, it's going in the better bass playlist, though. I could do that. Oh, yeah. Sub-bass exists. Sub-bass exists and is happy to be there. I'm hearing static because the song is a very old Miles Davis recording and they didn't put any filters on it. This is the original. This is what I thought the original intention of this was just to go smooth jazz front to back. It's love. These are lovely. Much love for KiraKira. I'm going to have to watch one of his videos and see if I can get subtitles working, because it will be interesting to see what his thoughts are on things I reviewed. I don't know if I could even search this channel, actually. Well, actually, all the titles are in English. And the thumbnails are not. He did a Marshall Bluetooth speaker. A lot of true wireless stuff. What else we got? The new star under 30,000 yen. I don't recognize that. I would play a video, but this computer is from the year of the flood. This is actually the same laptop that's powering this from when I started the channel 12 years ago. So let it be the waifu generator and be happy with that. So yeah, there's also, they're not doing a giveaway. They just wanted to know, I think. There might be a special link from Hi-Fi Go because they wanted to know if I liked the Ito. So they may be arranging a giveaway. I'll be announcing that on my main channel on Z Reviews in an upcoming video. Probably towards the end of September. I'm recording this before I go to SoCal CanJam. You should all know that I'll be in SoCal CanJam. I will not be presenting at a table, but Valencia should be there. And I will have Eris on my person. I'll actually have two sets. One, so I'm actually buying a set back from someone else who's like, I want to sell these. I'm like, I'll fucking take them. I can use an extra Eris. I will also have my baby, the Serene cat. I'll have my new baby, the Serene, there. That's my collab with Kiwi Ears. So if you're interested in visiting SoCal CanJam on the, I think it's the 13th? 12th, 13th, 14th? I don't know if it's 3 days or 2 days. I should probably know that, considering I'm flying out there. But if you'd like to hear my new collab, which is a planar closeback, or Eris, if you haven't heard Eris, or if you want to experience Valencia, that should all be there, and I will be wandering around like a lunatic, just shoving things onto people. Or into people. I don't know. It's California. Whatever. This is Claypex. Too late. Klaypex. God, it's like one of the warmest, cleanest sub basses. It's enough. Any more sub bass than this, and it's becoming like, that's the whole point of it. It should be the Ito sub bass edition. It's enough. It's beautifully enough. And I'm not even coming out of the fucking dumbos, which are either of these is the dumbos. So yeah, much love for the Itos. I wish the back was a little bit more poppy because it's such a pretty texture. But I don't care. It's fine. It's for $200. I'll fucking take it. So yeah, Wallpaper Horde, Patreon, and subscribe to support this channel. And they're helping to send me out to California. If you'd like to see reviews before they come out, IEM reviews are for free on my Patreon and Subscribestar. Just go visit, look for an unlocked post. Boom. Bob's your uncle. Unless Bob isn't your uncle, unless KiraKira's your uncle, in which case, say hello for me. Right? Good? Bye.